My name is Rory McKenna. I'm a Peatland Conservation Officer with Ulster Wildlife. We're out today on Cranny Bogs in County Tyrone, and we're going to outline how to construct a peat bund. We're going to take you through the steps involved in constructing a bund. We're going to do this so that Peatland Conservation Officers, landowners and contractors can refer back to this video for their own projects. Many of our bogs have been modified in the past through drainage or cutting for turf. This has left many areas drier than they should be, with water tables well below the surface. They are particularly vulnerable to drying out in the summer. This is becoming a greater risk due to climate change. Surface bunds can be used to intercept water flow to create shallow pools that can be colonised by sphagnum moss and other peatland plants. Contour bunds, which are one of the most common types of surface bund, can be used to connect areas of the same height following the contours of the bog. This creates a series of shallow pools following the slope of the land. Before starting, ensure the line of the bund is marked out clearly using canes or coloured flags that can be easily seen by the excavator operator. To start, the excavator removes the surface vegetation or scraw from the line of the bund and sets its material to the side. If you only have one machine, then work in sections several metres long, but if you have two machines, one can remove the surface vegetation along the line and the other can follow behind constructing the bund. Remove enough vegetation so that the line of the bund and trench is approximately 1.5 metres from front to back. Once the peat is exposed, begin to excavate a trench, placing the first bucket or two of drier material to one side. Upon reaching approximately 1 metre deep, then you can move to the next stage. When the deeper, more saturated peat has been reached, use this material to begin building a ramp. The bund can be constructed from either side, but ensure that the trench is on the uphill side of the bund as it will fill with water. Use the material excavated before to raise the higher side of the bund to approximately 30 to 40 centimetres above surface level. Grade out the bund with the back of the bucket and give it a wave-like profile. The operator will then rotate around to collect the surface turves of vegetation removed at the beginning and place them on top of the bund and pat them down, with the back of the bucket to cover as much bare peat as possible. If further vegetation is required, then steal small shallow turves from nearby but not in one location. Small scattered donor areas will recover more quickly than one large area. Once you have completed this section, then move along the line of the bund to the next section to be completed. It is often practical to use some of the surface level turves removed from the next section to cover over any remaining bare areas in the previous section. This means borrowing new turves can be left until the end of the bund. In order to prevent water from running along the line of the bund, additional finger bunds should be created perpendicular to the line of the main bund. These should be approximately 5 metres long and should be the same height as the main bund. As a general rule, finger bunds should be installed roughly every 25 metres along the main bund. If you are constructing contour bunds, then ensure you begin the process at the furthest location from your access point onto the site. This means that you can minimise the need to traverse over works already completed. In time, the bunds will gather a shallow amount of water behind them, bringing about the ideal conditions for sphagnum moss and other peatland plants to thrive.